Just got a great question from our YouTube viewers, which, by the way, y'all, I'm just so grateful to those of you who take the time to actually respond and ask us questions. It feeds the beast and lets me know what to talk about. This one in particular said, hey, do you have any advice for anybody starting a brand new business? So what's my advice for people who are starting out fresh? And the advice may surprise you, but it's actually don't run ads. Don't pay for traffic. Um, you're going to pay to learn lessons that you learn for free, and you're going to pay a lot. So what I'd recommend if you have a brand new business, and this is almost an unimpeachable truth. You'd have a very hard time convincing me that this ends up not being the truth, regardless of your industry, your sector, your product, your service, lead generation, e-commerce, whatever. You need to figure out, you need to learn all of the easy lessons. So what I would do is I'd pound the pavement, get really non-scalable with your tasks. Go ask, I don't care. You're like, oh, I have a new type of denture cream, or I want to open a CPA business, whatever it is. Go to the closest person to you in your circle, which might be grandma or cousin Eddie with his new business, and ask them, hey, I'm trying to do this thing. What do you think? And I realize that there's nothing sexy about that. Like, there's nothing fun and exciting, and it's non-scalable, and none of the business books are going to speak to that. You're going to pay for traffic, and that traffic is going to teach you lessons at scale, and you're not ready to learn lessons at scale. And I'm telling you this, y'all, I'm not trying to be condescending. These are all the mistakes that I made. So I feel like with a brand new business, there's so much that you can do, just feet on the street, going out and trying to interact with people directly. I remember hearing a story about the gentleman that started Airbnb, and I think this comes from my buddy Steve Sims, but I don't remember. So forgive me if I'm misquoting or misattributing the story. But the guy who started Airbnb actually went to New York at the advice of an investor. He was trying to, get a bunch of investors and raise a bunch of money, and they were asking all these questions, and he didn't have the answer to any of them. And so one of the investors goes, "Why are you here?" I think he was in Silicon Valley. He's like, "Why are you here?" And he's like, "Well, this is where the money is." And the investor goes, "Well, yeah, but where's your customer?" And so the guy goes to New York, lives in Manhattan, and he had like a really small base of people that were using this little dumpy product of his. And he started staying there and interviewing them one at a time, one by one, and learning, like, this is why we do it. These are the pain points. These are objections. This is the value proposition. This is what excites us. And that really helped take him off. I think that that's an important first step, and you might not necessarily have access or first degree access to the type of person that you need access to. That's okay. Hit a forum, go to LinkedIn, dial for dollars, man. Like really put in the work, the elbow grease. But there's a really weird dream that the internet is selling people, which is like, oh, you create a Shopify store, you load it up with AliExpress products, and you just drive traffic. No. You want to sell watches? Who are you selling watches to? What are their age? What's their gender? What region? What do they wear? What do they like? Go talk to those people. Hey, why do you like this watch? Yeah, I like that watch. It's cool. Cool. Would you buy it? Sure. How much did you spend? $100. Oh gosh, my cost is $99. Deal breaker. Glad I had that conversation. Again, I'm not trying to be petulant, but I just think that that's such an important step. So brand new, starting out. I'm a paid ad guy. That's the only thing we do. I have nothing else to sell you. I'm telling you, don't run ads. Don't run ads if you're green, because there's so much you can learn before you go pay for that education. This is expensive. You want to make sure that people actually understand what it is that you're selling. That's the other piece of it too, is, I've been using products as an example just to get your hand around what it is that people buy, what they spend, et cetera. But really think about, things that are a little bit more advanced. How is it that you're approaching this? How do you phrase this? What does your offer look like? Do people understand it? What are their primary objections? You'll notice very often people don't buy what they need. They buy what they want. But entrepreneurs try to fill the what? You try to fill the need. People aren't buying what they need; they buy what they want. So it's a really interesting. It's a really interesting separation when you have exactly what somebody needs, and they're not going to buy it from you because that's not what they want. So I think that these are important lessons for you to learn, and they're important lessons for you to learn before you go talk to somebody like me. And I hope that lands well. I'd love to be challenged on this, by the way. There's a ton of people out there that are smarter than me and have made way more money than me and built way bigger businesses than me. The only paradigm from which I can approach giving advice is the paradigm is the position from which I believe myself to be at least mildly an expert. So I don't want to tell you what I think you should do, from I don't know what, a business consultant perspective, because I'm not one. I'm a marketing guy. And I can tell you the mistakes that I've seen made and the mistakes that I've helped people make. This is the other sort of shameful piece of this is I used to take that work. I used to take that business. I used, hey, we're brand new. We have no idea what we're doing. Can we run ads? Sure. I'll run ads for you. This is the wrong thing to do. And I didn't know it at the time. I wasn't being dishonest. I was being ignorant. And maybe that's not an excuse, but now I don't have that excuse any longer. And so I just wanted to share this with you. So I know that's not the answer you wanted. I wish there was like that really cool golden soundbite that you're like, oh gosh, yeah, of course, do the thing, press the button. I don't know that there's an easy button. And that could be maybe the most important piece of information to internalize. If you think there's an easy button to this, stop. There's not. If there was, everybody would be doing it. That's the barrier to entry. That's why entrepreneurs get paid the way we get paid when things finally work, because it is so hard. Or maybe there's somebody smarter than me who's figured out the easy button, and they'll give it to you if you buy their course for $47 or whatever. Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know we actually know what we're doing. We shoot a video every single day, so if you want to be notified, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any input, don't hesitate to hit us up in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We get very little human interaction. Thanks for supporting our channel, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.